After completing the Roomba Combo J7 Plus review, we'll examine how it compares to the older J7 Plus variant. I briefly looked at these two J series options previously, but this video will be a more detailed version. The Roomba Combo J7 is our iRobot's latest option, and it's first with the hybrid functionality of a robot vacuum and mop. For me, iRobot was forced into this product because other brands have had this feature for years. But one thing different with the Combo J7 is its retractable nature, so the pad is out of the way when it goes over rugs. However, it doesn't have an agitating element, which more brands have been adapting into their products. Only time will tell if iRobot goes in that direction, but for now, let's focus on the Combo J7 and J7. When retracted, the pad sits on top behind the robot, the only place iRobot could place it with its current configuration. It uses a tiny pad with a plastic sleeve so it slides in place, which is a plus for me because it is perfectly centered every time. One downside with the small pad is that it limits the range because it gets dirty quickly, so you'll need to wash the pads more often. Another is the lack of an agitating element, limiting its mopping performance. Unless iRobot changes the design, like relocating the dustbin to another location, I don't think it's something imminent to expect. It was decent with non-sticky stains like red wine, but needed 2 passes to remove them. But it struggled with sticky juice stains badly, stalling on several instances. Another thing missing is the pad washing feature, which also more brands have implemented. And I don't see iRobot adding this feature unless there's a ground-up rebuild with the current design. Nonetheless, this is a step in the right direction for iRobot as none of their previous models have this feature. Besides the mopping element, the Combo J7 retains many of the same features as a J7, with a round frame, counter-rotating extractors, side brush, and low-profile base station. The dustbin design has a slight variance since the Combo J7 needed to cramp a water tank inside, but it retains the same shape and placement. One surprising upgrade, if you can call it an upgrade, is a slight bump in airflow. The Combo J7 had a 9.8 CFM reading, a 29% improvement over the J7's 7.27 CFM. This brings me to the first point of the comparison. With the airflow uptick, the Combo J7 got higher overall averages. It was better in most surface and deep cleaning experiments, but only slightly. But these results confirm the uptick in airflow, even though iRobot says these products have the same power output. However, the Combo J7 retains the same issues as the J7 and other round-shaped Roomba models, which is a side brush gathering debris. It's a recurring issue with most Roomba options and continues to be with this model. Another issue with the Combo J7 and J7 is their inability to pick up a high percentage of hair strands, even short 5-inch ones. The Combo J7 was slightly worse than the J7, with most of it wrapping on the axles. Another potential trouble spot is hair wrapping on the side brush, so I don't recommend either for cleaning large quantities of hair. Edge cleaning results are nearly identical, as both picked up a good percentage, but won't get everything, which is a negative effect of the low airflow and round frame. The only round-shaped robots to ace this test are those with twin side brushes like EcoVacs. Both utilize V-SLAM and rely on a front-mounted camera, gyroscopes, and optical sensors for location tracking and map creation. With the J7 series, iRobot shifted to the front-mounted location since it doubles as the obstacle avoidance sensor. Both will navigate similarly in a crisscross pattern if you select the 2-pass run in the app. Surprisingly, the Combo J7 is the more efficient option, at least based on this navigation experiment in my small room, completing a 2-pass run in around 18 minutes. The J7 took nearly twice longer at 34 minutes, but there are several factors why it took longer. One is the dirt detect sensor engaging in several instances during the run. Another is the robot having trouble navigating tight quarters, an ongoing issue with most Roomba options. iRobot seemed to fix the issues plaguing the previous models in navigating cramped spaces, as there was no hesitation for the Combo J7 in these areas. Another similarity between the Combo J7 and J7 is their obstacle avoidance system with a front-facing camera. These robots are the best at evading high-risk objects like pet feces and stretch wires. Both didn't touch these obstacles during the experiments, and worth considering if this feature is high priority. The Combo J7 and J7 use the same low-profile base station iRobot unveiled with the latter. It's a better design in my opinion than the I or S series base stations because it has a smaller vertical footprint, plus there's a slot for an extra bag. Both use the same RAM-style base station and port size, so this feature has no difference. One underrated upgrade iRobot put in the Combo J7 is it has a larger battery. I didn't check it during the initial review, but did so for this comparison. And it has a larger battery capacity than the J7 at 4,460 milliamps. Unfortunately, this doesn't translate to a longer runtime as the Combo J7 will have roughly the same runtime as a J7. I'm guessing iRobot put in a bigger battery to compensate for the slight airflow uptick and extra current from the retractable pad. Another proof of the airflow uptake is the bump in the Combo J7 noise levels. It's a few decibels higher than the J7. Fortunately, it's still below the 70 decibel threshold, so it's not deafening. There's not much variance in the app features between these options. Both are compatible with the iRobot app and have the same features aside from a few tweaks. Since the Combo J7 has the mapping features, consumers have several options for deployment. They could use the vacuum-only or hybrid mode, but there's no mapping-only function. Both have the obstacle areas features where folks can add obstacles as keep-out zones to save time. Other than the mapping option, these apps are similar and there's not much difference. Aside from the mapping feature and a slight airflow bump, the Roomba Combo J7 and J7 are the same robots, so the question is, are you willing to pay the premium for the upgrades? After looking at the numbers, the performance benefit from the airflow uptake aren't significant, like the variance between a higher flow Roomba S9 and the J7, so this shouldn't be a deciding factor. The efficiency enhancement can be, but the Combo J7 still missed spots like the J7 and has roughly the same runtime as its predecessor despite the larger battery. So your decision boils down to whether the mapping feature is essential or not, and does it justify the added cost? If you've made it this far, I'd like to say thank you and consider giving this video a thumbs up if it's been helpful to you. It goes a long way in growing this channel and reaching more consumers. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when I publish new comparisons like this. Links are in the description below for more information about the Roomba Combo J7 and J7. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.